Who's your
No.
favourite player on your team now?
On the Bucs now, I mean, I've always loved Chris Godwin. I've got a soft spot for him. Again, it's really hard to nail one. I'm a big Vita Vea fan. I think what he does is truly unbelievable. He really is sort of the best nose tackle, and the character personified in what he does is truly exceptional. Bucky Irving is a really fun watch. Baker Mayfield, of course, is a leader. But I love guys like Anton Winfield Jr. play hard on the defense as well. Like an unbelievable player. Yaya Diaby's kind of similar. So again, it's really hard to kind of pick one. If I had to stick my neck out and go one, it would probably be Godwin, just from the years. Again, someone I've met, someone I've got to talk to personally, and there's a lot of personal connections and experiences with what he's achieved as a former All-Pro as well. So, yeah, I'd probably say Chris Godwin, but it would be really hard to choose between absolutely everybody.
Yeah, like unlike the Giants, it's harder to pick like so many good players in the team. But yeah, they still have a strong team, and obviously what happened last year was a bit of a sucker the way they started.
Yeah, well, Baker Mayfield played hurt, so at the end of the day, he wasn't fit, and there wasn't really anyone to cover, and everyone got hurt, and it just was a snowballing effect that once you lose a few games in a row, then the rot kind of sets in, and there wasn't that cultural change to fix and to turn it around. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens this year, because we've got a head coach that's very much on the hot seat, and he's going to very much have to change the tide of the thinking, because he's probably lost a considerable amount of the fan base. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with them this year.
I thought they've got a good chance of winning, even without Evans. David, they've got like Booker, who started off hot, then disappeared, but he got injured as well, and was never the same when he came back.
Yeah, Baker played the rest of the year. He missed some time, and so he really struggled. Really, the question marks are the Bucs are on their 5th offensive coordinator in 5 years. So Zach Robinson is now the man at the helm, who has experience, which is a bit more than who was the OC last year. The question marks will really be around Todd Bowles and how much control he gives to Zach, and how that team gets on. And they've made some decent moves in free agency. I think they've made some questionable moves as well. There isn't a lot of cap room. So they're going to have to draft well, which is something Jason Light has done for many, many years, to fill some gaps. And they're going to have to get smart, and they're going to have to play hard. But they're in a capable division of winning it. And, it's not a great division, luckily. And that division hasn't really replenished with a lot of great talent, luckily. So there is an opportunity for them to win a division title yet again. They should have won it last year. It was in the bag after half a season, but they let it slip. But really, it's going to be down to Todd Bowles, because if he doesn't deliver that as a minimum, he will be gone. He will be gone at the end of next season. He won't get away with not winning another divisional title, especially with the way that the division is. A lot of the fan base blame him for the reason why Mike Evans has left, and believe that people are not sold on the plan of what Todd Bowles brings to the party. It's not a guy who has, he's tasted success as a DC. He had 5 pretty meh years at the Jets, and then it's the Jets. He did deliver 3 divisional titles in a row before last year, but very few playoff wins, with a team that were more than capable of winning playoff games. And it's strange, because last year, the first half of the year, they dug deep. They won a lot of one-score games, and they showed that tenacity and fight to be a really good team. I think they ended up number 1 in the power rankings after 6 or 7 weeks, and then completely tanked. And so how do you recover from that? And that will be the Todd Bowles story. He'll either recover from that, this team will go on and win a playoff game and show that he's the man going forward, or they won't, and he will be gone, and we'll be on to somebody new.